It's live?
It's live, yeah.
What up, yo? Good morning, good morning. I'm hanging out with my dude, AB the Hero.
What's up?
Well, we getting it down in the baller state, baby.
Hey.
So what I gotta say this morning is, holla at you, boy, let's get it right, man. Me and AB finna hit the town and get this right, baby. Let's go.
Forgot to set it up. Dang.
Thank you.
Noti gang. Alright, y'all. What's up, man? It's your main man, AB the Hero. We back again with a whole nother live stream. I'm here with my main man, coach of the New York Ballers, Robert Stix Mitchell.
Yeah. Happy to be here, man. Blessed.
Yeah.
Love the platform, man. Love it.
Straight up, man. Straight up. This New York team right now, they one of the hottest teams in the JBA. Rough start. They on fire right now. Can you what do you attest that to?
Being strong through adversity. I mean, I feel like we got punched in the face twice, those first two games, but the guys stayed with what we were telling them, and they believed that what we were saying from day one in training camp would work. And it's showing, you know what I mean, to give us their trust and to, do everything we asked of them and to still get the same effort even though they lost the first two games, show a lot of character by our team, man.
Yeah, straight up. Even folks here say New York on the come up.
Yeah, definitely, y'all. Come show love to us, man. What they talking about, boy Cal, definitely Cal Brown. Right now he leading us in scoring, but he doing a lot, man. He undersized, you know what I mean? He being a warrior, man. I can't say how much, we really appreciate him.
Yeah, I would say we did some rankings early on, and after like the first two, we had that New York team.
Yeah, we was bottom of the barrel, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, I seen one of them projections. We wasn't favored. Maybe it was because our size, or because other teams had higher, profile guys. But we preach teamwork from day one. I don't know if everybody doing that, but our guys playing for each other. So it's it's bigger for us. You know what I mean? When you trying to make sure that your boy look good too, you know what I'm saying? It brings a camaraderie with the team. Like, we got a unity. Like, I feel like we got better synergy than everybody else.
Yeah, I can see that. I feel like there's a lot of teams in this league who embody like the city that they come from.
Yeah.
And y'all team feel like y'all play like y'all from the Mecca of basketball.
Yeah, like you would think with us walking in that we get out rebounded by teams or, out tough, but we meeting the challenge, you know what I'm saying? Like, having the smallest team here, in my opinion, like, we don't take it as a disadvantage, take it as an advantage, because we smaller, now we faster, or we jump or we run faster, you know what I mean? So guys, like I said, they bought in and it's paying off. We looking to make it 4. You know what I mean? 4 in a row, real soon.
Yeah. I would say too, like you said, y'all got the smallest team. There's a point where y'all got a new player, and I heard like, all right, y'all lost one, y'all got a new guy coming. I was expecting y'all to get 7-foot dude. Y'all was gonna get somebody huge. Y'all brought in Nolan Irby, who all of 5'6", 5'7" on
his best day. But I think that a lot of people were skeptical of that decision. I'm not gonna lie. Some management was like, are you sure you know what you're doing? And me and Coach, we come from a basketball background. We both played Division I basketball. We both played overseas, and we know the value of a good point guard. When you don't have this as a basketball team, and you get a guy that has this and could put everybody in the right position, as people see, we flourish because I'm only as confident as my leader. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And if your coach has a third coach, like, me and Marv got a third coach now out there on the court.
Yeah.
So we don't have to call plays every time down. We can go to him and say, hey, run, boom, boom, boom. The next 3 times down, he's a general. We can sit back and worry about other facets of the game. So to have a guy like that who played junior college already, who's been through a lot of woes and experiences, he's got a strong body, he's been in the weight room, just does wonders to the team. And I've seen that from day one.
I feel like when you have those guys, like you said, with some experience and a little bit of maturity, you can see the difference in like there's some talented dudes who are just coming out of high school in this league, but it looked different. It looked more effortless when you have guys like him who like been through something and like have that basketball IQ, like you said.
Definitely. I mean, I feel like a guy like Nolan. He came into this league with a chip on his shoulder. You know, he came here to show what he's been trying to show all his life, that size don't matter. You know what I mean? And that, you know, all he needs is an opportunity. You know, I know his story. He went to Monroe Junior College, and you know, it's a black hole for a lot of players back in New York. You know, guys go there just because they want to play college basketball, and a lot of 4-year schools don't recruit out of there. You know, they say, oh, this guy doesn't got good grades, that's why he had to go there. Or he's not coachable, that's why he had to go there. It's always those questions instead of saying, maybe he just wasn't recruited. You know, or maybe he was a late bloomer that took time to get into his game, or his body took time to grow. And I think more scouts should you know, look at the potential of a guy. You know, they do that with the NBA. They'll draft a guy it's not that good because we know how good he's going to be, but they don't do it with college basketball. They want instant gratification. First day, they want you to be able to come there and ball. So it's a crazy paradox. And me recruiting him, I didn't look at his size.
Yeah.
You know, I looked at his skill, what he could bring to a team, and also how tough he was defensively. You know, I got a chance to look at some of his Monroe tape, and he was a dog. Playing guys 94 feet. And when you do that as a point guard and you have the ball in your hands, and you're tough enough in my book to play anyway.
Yeah, straight up. I think, too, in this league, right, we've seen some dudes get better. You know what I mean? Is there anybody on y'all team who you have seen grow, and then who do you think like has the ceiling to like maybe really play this game and get paid doing it?
Jerry Antone. I feel like he's a real versatile guy. You know, he's 6'5", strong body, and people don't know he's got huge hands, but he gives effort on both ends. And those are the guys who are going to make money. You know, quite frankly, when I played overseas, I can go out and have 20, but if my guy had 27, I got to talk to management after that game because you can't give up 27. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And even if I scored 33, it's still an ownership on defense. It's a big part of the game. You know, people forget that's what wins championships. Yeah. So I feel like with Jerry, being able to defend different positions right now, he's playing power forward for us, you know, but also get that ball and go with it. You know, he can shoot it, he can handle it, he's athletic, he can go to the rim and dunk it. I think against the LA team, he had close to a triple-double, and we needed every assist that he gave us because when he broke the press, he broke it to score. And when they started coming on him, he gave the ball to other guys. It's just it makes us so hard to guard when he's being aggressive.
I feel like he's one of those players who do it quietly. Y'all, I think actually y'all got a couple guys, Calvin Brown, do it quiet. You know, you look up and it's like he got a triple-double, 30 points. Where'd that come from?
I mean, I think that's a product of the team playing together. Calvin, I tell him all the time, you're only as good as our guards right now, because he's limited as far as he's not going to be able to post guys up. He's 6'6", 180 pounds. So he's got to have guards that put him in a good position to score. He can stretch out a lot of bigs and get shots, but guards are going to give him the opening to where he can catch and just go on big guys. You know what I mean? He's not necessarily has a handle the way he can break them down on his own. So it's just guys buying into the team aspect of the game. Jerry and Calvin have done a great job of being accountable to their positions that they have to play. Even though they're playing out of position, they still give 100% effort.
There's two players on your team, too, who are, during the last game, I interviewed LeVar. He sat down with me, and he was super impressed by those two guys, you know what I'm saying? But then Francis Mensah and Morsana Kamara.
Oh, man. I'm heart and soul of this team. Mo is a guy that I'm rooting for, who I've already made calls to the Canadian League for, because he's going to make money after this. I mean, he is strong body, got a motor, you know, plays to the whistle. You know, he hit 4 threes in the last game, and people don't know he could do that. You know what I mean? And I've been giving him that confidence. Like, you squared, it's a good look, take the shot. You know what I mean? When you got a guy that gives his all, you got to give him that confidence to be able to play basketball. So being a two-way player, you know, he plays the point guard for some time, then he's off the ball. So it's just so much he can do. You know what I mean? Like, it's limitless. And then you got a guy like Francis, who's put on your hard hat, you know what I mean, get your pail, and go to work. You know what I mean? He like Fred Flintstone. Like, he just get it done. Like, he's on the floor first when there's a loose ball, 50-50 balls. I mean, he's 6'4", and he's out there, he's boxing out. You know, his story is one a lot of people don't know, but he led New Jersey in rebounding as a senior. You know, the state of New Jersey at 6'4", 6'5", to do that, you gotta have super heart. You gotta be a warrior. You gotta be a guy that doesn't mind getting elbowed in the face, and you know, he does all the dirty things for us. And I can see why LeVar would love that, is because that's overlooked on a basketball team. Everybody want the guy that's scoring 35 and fading away, shooting the threes, but that guy that's setting the hard screens and taking charges, he gonna be the reason you win that game. You know what I mean? So my hat's off to those guys just for continuing to do what they do in the face of adversity. Because when we lost those 2 games, I know they probably went back and was like, I probably need to score more, or I probably need to do this. And you see Mo last game had 31 points. That's his season. It's manifesting for him. He's starting to feel more comfortable. He's starting to see that, hey, I can beat anybody off the dribble. You know what I mean? So it's like, to have him and Nolan in the backcourt, I think we do have the best backcourt in this league, first of all. You know what I mean? They both defend. They both give up shots for other guys. You know what I mean? They may not be the most flashy guys, but they getting it done.
I would say I can tell that they get more comfortable. You can start to, even Jerry Antoine, from the first game to now, Morrison, Kamara, they got a little bit more edge. There is a little bit more swag. They're not like super flashy guys like you said, but you can see them get to the rack and give you just a little extra. You know what I mean?
I mean, and that's confidence. You know, if you watch the NBA Summer League that's going on right now, the second year guys, they out there feeling good. You know, the first year guys still trying to, you know, they don't want to do too much, you know, and that's how the first 2 or 3 games was for us. Guys trying to fill out their roles. And me and Coach, we have team meetings every day, whether they're mandated or not, because we want guys to understand their roles, to get comfortable in their roles, and also, if you feel like you can do more, take on another role. You know what I mean? So it's like, every day is a different day for us. We preach that. You know, this is gonna success is gonna derive from how many corrections we make from day one. You know what I mean? We're so much different from that team that played that first game, and that's a product of us every day coming in, doing the work. We don't make excuses. If we can get an extra 15 minutes of practice and start at 5:45, we're doing that. And that's a maturity in a team, you know, to want to get better every single day.
I would say this, going back to like training camp, watching y'all were a team that I was big on because I felt like in watching like the different drills that y'all were doing, comparing that to what everybody else was doing, it looked different. It looked like y'all were focused on something else, you know what I mean? Where everybody else is trying to do this. Y'all could see it was a mental thing. It was a heart thing.
And we talked, I remember we bumped into each other after the training camp, maybe even the first game, and you was like, I like what's going on over there. You guys are, you know, you look focused. You look like a team. And I was telling you, man, we're going to stick with the process. We're going to stick with it because that's what's going to make us win ultimately. It may not happen the first game. It may not happen the second game. But I'm glad to see that, you know, guys are seeing that it's working.
It's coming together.
For sure. I mean, to have a team that believes in each other, you know, to believe in the coaches is amazing. You know, to be able to say, hey, run through that wall, and a guy go run through the wall. That's amazing. That's what kind of guy I was, and I love that they listen to us and they lean on us for information, but they believe in each other as well. And that's priceless. That's priceless to see guys come in, and you know, there's no jealousy on our team. Just competition. 8 guys, 12-minute quarters. Everybody gonna play. Everybody gonna get enough time to show what you got. So be happy for the other guy. If you notice, you know what I mean, when a guy's coming out of the game, I'm telling him, let's go get him. Show that guy some love. You know what I'm saying? Let him feel appreciated for his effort. Because when you come out, you're gonna want the same thing.
Facts.
And it's a mutual respect right now in our team. You know? It's trickling down from the top guy to the 8th guy.
I even Is Jameer killing? Will he be considered y'all sixth man?
He may start some nights, he may
yeah.
not, but he is our energy guy.
Yeah.
He is for a guy slighted body, 165 pounds, with bricks in his pocket. This guy tries to dunk on people.
Yes.
Like he gets a rise out of the coaches, the team, because it's like if he could go out there and play like that, nobody else can tell me nothing.
Exactly.
You got to give the same effort. Like when he's running the lane, guys are looking for him.
Mm-hmm.
Guys are looking for him. That LA game, those plays on the break, trying to dunk on their big, got the and one, the put back dunk.
Yeah.
Man, that you know what that do to your team, man. You got guys flying around, bumping chests.
Exactly.
We feel invincible now because we got a guy that's not necessarily a go-to guy, but he's out here trying to make highlight plays. He's out here diving, could hurt himself at any time with the frame that he's got.
Yeah.
It inspires me because that's who I was as a player. You know what I mean? So, Jameer killing. Y'all definitely, man, watch him. Watch him, man. He's electric. You don't know what you can miss. Just keep your eyes on him.
He's a dude who I was at the trial when he tried out. Because he tried out in Philly. And I'll never forget it. The intensity that he played with now, he was doing that in the trial. Yeah. So this they had different rounds. You were at the one in New York. So like after the first round, before they even passed out T-shirts, like I went to talk to him because I was like, bro, I seen him, like they were doing the drill where it was like once you make it, you stay on the court. The other team has to run off and you come on defense they not waiting for you. They trying to score.
Right out,
I watched him. Their team, somebody made it. The rebound got kicked back down to the offensive guy, and he damn near dived through somebody to stop them from scoring.
He tough, man.
So I was like, yo, what's going on?
I mean, he's got a boxing background. He boxed for about 12 years.
Yeah.
And he from North Philly, so he a tough guy. You know what I mean? He's not, one of those touch. He's from North Philly. I'm sure.
West Philly.
I'm sure they touch on each other. They not letting guys get to the hole. So he comes from a tough place. And I met his mother during the training camp. And he had some adversity as well. He hurt his ankle during training camp, and he was kind of worried about being sent home. And I told him this is the best time to hurt yourself. Is in the first day or two. We got another 10, 12 days before we even thinking about a game. And he did a great job of being in the training room. Not walking around the hotel, being in his room, icing, keeping his ankle elevated. And he's another guy that's striving through adversity. He's I'm really proud of him.
Coach Rick, he's a dude. Like I said, his dad. When at that trial, he told me. He said, my dad said, if they gonna play like little boys, you gotta treat them like little boys.
Yeah.
And I seen his dad at the Trenton game, and he said, "Yo, I told you right. I told my son, you know what I'm saying? If they play like little boys, you're gonna treat them like." And you can see that that's like in the essence of his game. You trying to jump in here, Coach?
Oh man, we got our head coach here, man. This is special.
This is slide.
Yeah, this is special.
That's nice. Yeah. So let's push it back a little more. All right, so we all New York in here right now.
Yeah. It's deep in here.
Yeah, we got the head coach of the New York Ballers, Coach Marvin McCullough here. So we've been talking about the squad and the team, and really just the progress that y'all made from starting 0-2 to like where y'all at now, the 3-game winning streak.
Yeah. We're 3-2 now.
3-2. So, and I was saying, like, after the first game or two, we were talking about the rankings when we had y'all down at the bottom. And then y'all managed to, like, be almost in the, like, outside of Atlanta, who's, like, undefeated right now. Y'all in the conversation for, like, the top, like, second spot, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, it's the little things changes things around, when you get a point guard or distributor, scorer, it changes things. We're thinking we need a big. We got guards that need a big, but if you can't bring that ball up the court, you can't deliver it to who you need to deliver the ball to. Then what's good about the big?
Yeah.
So the point guard was really big for us, and now a lot of the guys are, you know, they're looking like, man, we need a point guard.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what Atlanta has. Atlanta has pretty much a three-headed monster, you know, as far as that guard, those guard positions are concerned. And, you know, they're really good with pushing the ball up the court and scoring the ball, you know. So that's what a lot of teams are missing.
Mm-hmm. Atlanta right now, they're undefeated. How much do y'all look at y'all competition? Like, is that the squad that's on the radar, the one we need to knock off, or is there?
No.
You already avenged that first loss.
No.
Like,
I look at these games as, you know, we have to get better every day. You know, that's the bottom line. If we get better every day, we've done our job. You know what I mean? Winning that's just the cream on top. You know what I mean? Because all these guys are going to be well coached at the end, you know, of the tournament, of the league, whatever we call it. You know, at the end of the season, you know, they're all going to be well coached. All the guys are going to be well prepared. You know, and you know, as far as film and stuff like that. So, you know, it comes down to, you know, who's going to win. I don't think there's going to be any blowouts, you know, come playoff time or whatever the case is. You know, it's going to be a battle, but it's only one win.
yeah.
You know, we're definitely striving to be, you know, that team, you know, but as long as we get better every game, every day, we've done our job.
Yeah.
That was something I definitely hinted to when we was just talking. Like that's the premise. You know what I mean? Just every day, like whatever we can get better at, you know, like just getting better. Mm-hmm. Like I said, they bought in. They definitely bought in. I give those guys a lot of credit because when we lost those first two games, we could have lost them.
Yeah.
We could have. Man, I'm here on a vacation now. You know, we ain't winning nothing. You know what I'm saying? But they stayed with what we was asking them. You know what I mean? And they stayed the course. And Nolan was huge. You know, kind of sing his praises. So,
The good part about that is that, you know, the coaches never stop coaching. You know, Coach Stix he's on there behind 24/7 every day. You know, holding them accountable for what they do, who they are, you know, and what they bring to the table. You know, and you see me, we down to Houston, 20, 30 points or whatever the case is. We're down to LA, about 20, 25, 30 points. And we're still coaching, you know, we're still trying to get the best out of these guys because it's about the process. You know, it's about, you know, getting, you know, to that next step, that next level. You know, whether it's overseas, whether it's the G League, NBA, whatever, you know. And y'all definitely some guys in this league that can definitely go to that next level.
Yeah, straight up. Within y'all team, I feel like y'all got like a fire and ice dynamic as coaches. You know what I'm saying? Like, you obviously come with the energy. You know what I'm saying? And you got the cool, calm. Like, how does that, like, can y'all see? Do y'all do that on purpose? You know what I'm saying? How did y'all team respond to that? Like, what is y'all roles when it?
Well, we don't necessarily know these guys, and it's not done on purpose. We were just both put in a position, and that's from. I've watched a few of his games, you know, in college, and that's him, his energy, you know, and I am who I am, you know. So I think it's a good balance. And being that we don't know these guys, we don't know where they've come from. They get the best of both worlds, and we try, you know, different approaches, you know, to try to get the best out of them. And I think that's a blessing. That's good, you know, because all of those guys are different. All of those guys respond different to, you know, different approaches. You know, so.
Yeah, I've had some guys come to me and they ask me questions, and I'm sure there's some guys that come to him and ask him questions because you ask me a question, it better be a good one. If it's a dumb one, I'm probably gonna what you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that maybe the dumb questions might come to him. You got more patience. You know, he might actually hear you out. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they need that, man. And on the court, you got me that wants to run through them and knock them down, you know what I mean, and beat them up, you know what I'm saying, because I know what's going to happen in the game. They're not going to call half of these things that happen in practice, you know what I mean, so they probably run away from me, and they want to, deal with him in practice time, because like, this guy's crazy, I can't even say nothing. Any rebuttal, he's going to go crazy, because it's like, I was a kid that was giving excuses back in the days. I was a kid sneaking out to do this. I was doing that. I did all these things. I did them all. So I don't even want to get into it with the guys. I know that you're trying to run game on me when you say certain things. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even want to do it. But then you got him who has patience that I could never have. You know what I mean? And I'm learning from him in a sense, because you can't always be fiery. You can't always be, abrasive, to the guys. Sometimes you gotta, listen and, take a little direction from them, or let them at least get their, side out. So I'm blessed to be in a position to learn from them.
Can y'all give some background on y'all playing careers, coaching careers, and just like who y'all are as people? You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, as a player, grew up as a point guard. Played AAU. Played in high school, All City. Went on, played at Iona College. Went to the NCAA tournament, lost to Final Four contender in LSU my senior year. Played out in Germany, traveled around the Globetrotters. Played in the ABA. Coached by a few good coaches. A few good coaches. One, Tony Childs, Gary Charles.
Legends, man. Legends.
Teresa Weatherspoon.
Okay.
And then I've been taken under the wing by, Tim Heddigittens and Jerry McCullough and Andre McCullough and Red Autry. God rest his soul, John Strickland, all these guys, Then, Sid Jones, legendary coach from Brooklyn.
God.
So it's just been a learning process, for me. And I've played against the best, whether they were, older, or, younger or whatever the case, my age or a little older. And, I just take bits and pieces from everybody, and that's just been my journey, and I coach now at Hollis High School. This is just finished up my 7th year there, 5th as a head coach, so I'm just making my way, blessed to have this opportunity here, and we'll see what happens from here. Straight up.
I was an extremely late bloomer. I wasn't even going to play basketball. A lot of people don't know. I didn't even try out my freshman year of high school. I was more into like video games and like girls. I was a space cadet. I was in my room for 8 hours a day. Nobody bothered me. And my sophomore year of high school, started growing. I decided to try out. I probably played 8 minutes the whole year. If we were up 30, I played. We were down 30, I played. You know what I'm saying? I got no ticket. But it built something in me, playing against guys every day in practice, things like that. That's actually, the older guys saw something in me I didn't see in myself. They named me Stix my sophomore year. Out of, New York, you get a nickname only if you're nice. So they saw it in me, They was like, nah, you Stix, man. You stay here 2 years and you're going to be good. And everything just manifested. But it took me some time. I had to go to 2 prep schools. I went to Duquesne University my first year, and I starred. I got a Rookie of the Year. And at that point, I was just thinking NBA. So I went to Seton Hall to bump up in conference. A little closer to home. I was a little sick. And I think like 3 or 4 weeks before my graduation, got arrested. And that changed everything for me. I was in jail for 8 months, fighting, get vindication. And then I was blessed to be able to clear my name up enough to go play basketball overseas, and be permitted to get my passport back and things like that. And just trying to give back, you know, like coaching for me is a service. It's not really, I think it's tons of things. And I told you, I was talking to you earlier, I think there's a million things I could do. You know, I'm smart, you know, I'm capable, I'm driven, I'm hungry, but I want to give back. I want to see if I could, you know, help some kids not go through what I went through. I mean, and in the midst of doing that, I figured like, you know, coaching is probably the best thing for me, and because it keeps me around the game. You know, I'm real young in basketball years. You know, it'd be 30, 31, and not playing. I got a lot of fire in me, and it's the only way to get the shit out. You know, is being on the court. You know, being around players. You know, correcting things. You know, going at them. You know what I'm saying? It's the only way for me to get out all of that energy that's still in me. So this is perfect for me. Yeah.
Straight up. Wes.
There's a few things that we haven't touched upon, though, and I think is very important. You know, he hasn't touched upon, you know, the kids that he's reached with his program. I haven't touched upon the kids that I've reached with my program. You know, I'll just start off with, you know, the National Association of Each One Teach One. Been around for 50 years. You know, my brother and I, we had our fundamentals camp for the guys in the neighborhood who really can't play, and you know, we help them, and once they get just a little bit better, you know, they tell us, you know, that our program is whack, and they move on, you know, to a little bit better, bigger program, or whatever the case is, and it's good because I mean that's what we do. You know what I'm saying? We don't mind. You know, we're taking, you know, the guys who can't dribble with their left hand, can't dribble with their right hand. Can't pass, dribbling off their shoes, everything, you know. So, and you know, that's pretty much, you know, our job. You know, we also run a tournament in, you know, the Each One Teach One tournament in Rucker Park, you know, during the weekends. You know, we share the park with the Entertainers Basketball Classic. You know, you guys play in Rucker Park and, you know, stuff like that, and pros and different things like that during the week. And then you got the, you know, the Each One Teach One, you know, crew who comes in during the weekends. We have our high school, middle school games, and our, you know, 11 and under games as well. You know, so we also a mentoring program. You know, we teach college readiness. We have college readiness programs. We take guys on college tours. You know, different things. And, you know, it's just those things. You know, Stix talked about service, you know, and that's what it's about, you know. And everything that we do, all the coaches here, you know, all these guys are just giving back, you know. And it's, unless you are coaching college, NBA, you know, that's when you get, you know, the money that you are pretty much, you know, that's your work. You know, they pretty much don't do the work that the little guys do. You know, dealing with all that stuff. You know, they don't do that work. You know, and they probably don't miss it either.
Yeah, not sure they don't.
You know. And, you know, Stix, I'm sure Stix has, you know, his program that, you know, he wants to touch upon as well.
Yeah, man, for the last four summers when I was coming home from overseas, I just wanted to be on the floor with guys. And at some point I was like, I need a name, because I got like 20, 25 kids. And, you know, they say, yeah, I work out with Stix, but, you know, everybody wants to be a part of an organization. You know, so kids want to be involved. I feel like that's why a lot of them go into games. Because it's like, oh yeah, this is my group. These are my people. You know what I'm saying? So I had to give it a name, and I wanted it to be something that was culturally provoking for people. So I named it Moves for Days. Y'all can definitely check me out on YouTube. Got a lot of nice stuff up there. So as soon as y'all finish with this interview, go check out Moves for Days on YouTube. But it's more of a mentorship program than basketball, because all of these kids that's involved in my program, I don't charge them $1. Like, everything's free. I mean, I make the shirts up. You know, I got a friend that has a print and press, and I give them to the kids. You know what I mean? I work with Junior NBA. A couple people, Game Over. You know, I mean, I'm all over in New York. I mean, to be honest, I've been really, really fortunate to have. I showed a lot of love over the years, and so it came back to me when I decided to do this. So You know, I can use my high school gym, Grand Street campus. I can use the Star Dome where you guys had the Brooklyn tryouts for the Big Baller brand. And it's just, my program is built on love. You know, I'm showing the love, I'm getting it back, and it's trickling and it's spreading. And I came here to build the brand, but also to build myself. Like I said, learning from coach and learning from other coaches, and you know, learning from Alan, who's the, you know, he does the business side here. You know, I talk to him sometimes for 30 minutes just to pick his brain, because I'm not a finished product at all. I know there's a lot of stuff that I can fix and change and, you know, get better at, or some things I can substitute, you know, from, you know, my coaching regimen. And you know, the brand has definitely helped me to do that, to be able to affect kids who, like he said, you know, some of them can't walk and chew gum. You know what I'm saying? Like, but especially to see him in 3 weeks when he can run and chew gum. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we in it for. You know what I mean? We're not getting the dollars, you know, we're not getting the praise, but you know, it's something that happens inside of us when we see those guys. You know what I mean? And like the team that we got right now. You know what I mean? Like I'm sure he was like the first 2 games, like, man, Rob don't say nothing nice to these guys at all. Like he won't compliment, he won't say nothing nice to these guys at all. And now I'm pat on the back, we do a chest bump, you know what I mean? Because you've proven that you deserve it, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I'm happy we are winning now, so I can be a little more positive. They can see a better side of me, because I was gruesome to those guys the first 2 games. We were losing, no love at all.
It was a rough first 2 games.
Yeah, it was rough. It was rough. Yeah. It was rough. And like he said, we stayed the course. You know, we still met. We still talked. We still, you know, went through the process of the day the way that we went through the process of the day. Nothing changed for us. You know, and they saw that consistency. I feel like if we had deterred from who we were, the players would have been like, man, it's practice. But you know, definitely, I wish I could have said it while I was here, but you know, Coach McCullough is going to coach college basketball real soon. He's going to coach college basketball real soon, because, you know, it's the coaches that keep the even keel all throughout the game. You know, the ones that prevail. I may have a tendency to blow up and think that things are, you know what I mean? But him being able to, we're good, continue to play. That confidence is what did it for me as a player. I hated the guys. I was like, oh, no, we're going to go to the man. But like, coach, there's 3 more minutes left in the game. We can still win this one. You know what I'm saying? Like, the last game against Chicago, oh my God, we down 10. There's 5 minutes left. And he's like, we're going to be fine, man. We're going to be fine. Let's change the defense. You know what I'm saying? That game, I learned more about coaching than all the other 4 games. Because I'm 100% in my head, I was like, we're done. We're not going to get it for 3 quarters. We just won't get it. And he stayed the course, and that belief in them, I saw it. They took him home.
That Chicago game was ugly.
Sweat down the back, shirt, man,
you know,
nasty.
Those 3 wins were very, very different, you know, and if you want to judge those 3 games as far as our levels of getting better, you know, I think that was a how you say it, that's one of those, you know, gritty, gutsy, you know, wins. Whereas you may not have seen the talent or the,
you want to put it over here?
Yes, the positive things as far as the skill level, you know, turnovers or whatever the case is, or IQ, that may not have gotten better, but their moxie, you know, their toughness, you know, we just grew in a different area.
The intangibles.
The intangibles.
Start showing up,
The intangibles. Playing defense at the end of games. Whereas Chicago probably hit a little peak and it started heading down, and we're just picking it up, you know, so that has to do with stamina, you know, different things like that, you know, and you know, it's not to say that I mean, they're one of their good players, you know, didn't play the game, you know, that probably hurt them, but at the same time, we have the game plan, just that one piece, and just throws everything off.
Yeah.
You know, you don't know that he's not playing until game day.
Yeah.
You know, that throws everything off. So, you know, not to say that we would not have won if he didn't play. It probably would just be a different type of game.
Yeah, I felt like finding out right before the game started that Kizo wasn't playing, it messed up everybody's head.
Yeah.
Because we had, you know, in the scouting, we made him a focal point. You know, he got 40 points. You know what I mean? We made him a focal point. So if I'm coming out there, I'm thinking, all right, we got to see him, know where he's at. And then it's like, he's not playing. So who are we trying? Like, who are we? You know what I mean? Like, who's the guy?
Who's going to step up?
It's like, who do we guard? Who's their emphasis on? Are we not playing any of these guys? Because they didn't have a point guard.
Yeah.
You know, they could have had no brain at all and just been throwing the ball into the stands. But credit to coach, man, because I didn't think our guys had more in them. Mm-hmm. You know, he put the press on, and I'm like, could they press right now? Like, do they even have, you know what I mean? Because guys already laboring, you know what I mean? But they found it. They found that deep energy they had inside them. And, I mean, it was like a 3 or 4 minute span. You know, I saw the team come together. Like, really come together.
Yeah, I feel like watching the game, two things. At the beginning of the broadcast, I was talking about that too, of like there's going to be a lot of adjustments at the beginning of that game because they need to find out who's the new Kizo for them, and then y'all got to find out who's the new Kizo as well.
Like who's gonna be creating offense? Like, I mean, like, where is it gonna start from?
And they had it was Montreal Dixon was a dude at the beginning of that game.
He got the ball at the top.
18 points.
We couldn't have planned for that. We couldn't have planned for that. There's no way.
He hit a 3 everything.
Yeah.
I think he had 2
brand new player.
You can't plan for that.
Exactly.
At that point, he was rolling. They're getting switches because they were doing a weave. So it's like, we didn't go over any of this stuff. Like, it's all brand new to those guys. They had to just go out there and just fight. Like, it was, like he said, it was a gritty win. It was just all heart. Who wanted it more? Who was bringing more physicality? And in the end, you know, coach's moves made it. In the end, it was the moves.
Straight up, yeah. You could see like that transition from where they had it going, and then all of a sudden, like, y'all just look like a better team towards the down the stretch of that game. That was deep, yeah.
I think a lot of coaches they're worried about the last couple minutes of the game, and they're allowing their players to feel that or take that. You know what I mean? These guys are 18, 19 years old. You know, you can push through it. I can do it right now. 31. I know I can go out there for 5 minutes. I can be whoever I want to be. Mentally, I know I can do it. You know what I mean? I'll be sore as all hell after. You know what I mean? But you can do it. You know what I mean? And that's what we're getting out of it. That confidence, that belief, that, you know, he kicked their ass today in practice. You know, as far as like conditioning wise, and they may think it's like punishment or something. I don't know. I can't wait until tomorrow. You know, kick some guys' heads, but I know why. It's because we got to get in better shape. You know, this is the time. We're here. You know what I mean? Like, if I'm gonna make it seem like a punishment, all right, make it seem like a punishment. But regardless, we got to get in better shape. It's just definitely molding itself to a team.
Yeah. I think with both of y'all, I know y'all talked about like the service aspect of basketball and like the things that y'all doing outside of this. Is what brought y'all into here, like finding like the correlation between like these players and like maybe their circumstances from like the roads that y'all done been on and where they're going, like is that part of like what attracted you all to be coaches here in the JBA?
Well, for me, definitely. When I heard the age group, you know, I'm thinking that's the reason why I want to coach college basketball, you know, and of course I want to do high school first so I can, you know, build on my maturity as a coach, you know, being able to not necessarily, some guys can't take the, you know what I mean? Some guys you got to be a little more gentle with, and that's why I need to learn. But I feel like this age group you can be tough on because they're old enough to handle it, you know what I mean? Like high school guys, I'd have to bring down a lot more, but these are like college guys.
Yeah.
These are, you know, semi-pros. I don't call them pros. Everybody calls them pros. You know, they're semi-pros to me, you know, because they haven't played professional before. This is their first stint. And also, there's still a lot of chaperoning and watching that we have to do as coaches that professional coaches don't. Practice is over, I take it, gone. You know what I mean? And pro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we're still nurturing them. We're still, helping them out and putting them on our backs to, show them how to be pros. So, in my opinion, the semi-pros were making more money than semi-professional players.
Yeah.
I've never heard of a league that make this much money, in America. Like he played in the ABA, I played in the ABL. Now I got $1,200 a month. Like it's they're getting $3K. You know what I'm saying? I think people understate how much money that is for 17 and 18-year-olds. I got friends back home who are not making that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, they're pros in that aspect, but then you got to come back down to earth because we do room checks and you know what I mean. There's a certain amount of chaperone that goes along with this.
What you said too is true. I played football in college, and then so I was going to play some like arena ball, and we were making like $250 a game.
Yeah.
Like, and you can't do nothing with that. You got to play that and have a part-time job just to be on the team.
How many games?
And it was like 16 games.
Nothing.
But that's
It's nasty.
Yeah.
It's nasty.
And like it was on the other side of the country, you know, and they're trying to fly you around, and I'm like,
I told you I called my guy from CBL, the Canadian League, about the two guards that we have here, and he was like, they know they may not make 3,000 here, right? And I'm like, oh yeah, don't worry, I'll explain that to because they may have their head set to like, if they say 2,000, I'll be like, man, I just made 3. Take the deal, because it's a blessing you're getting 3 right now. You're not getting that in the league in America. It's just not, I made that my first job in South America in Uruguay, $3,000 a month. You know what I mean? So like it's huge what's going on here, and I try to highlight it as much as I can on my social media. Just the terrible narratives that come with Big Baller Brand and LeVar because he's outspoken. But if people actually knew, 64 kids, if they were not here, would be on the corner or at this person's crib, or for the summer in jeopardy of getting shot by a cop or something, or whatever's going on in these inner city streets. Instead, they're in the comfort of the Holiday Inn. They have a job, they have a purpose, and they're building on something. You know what I mean? Like, what's more special than that? What's better than that for young minorities? You know what I mean? So it's like, hats off to LeVar, hats off to Lonzo. Something like this will never happen again. Because ain't nobody ready to put in the work that this takes.
On my end, it was more so me stepping out of my box. Like you couldn't get me to do an interview. I don't like cameras. I don't talking. I'm good. But it's me stepping out of my box, stepping out of my comfort zone, and just pretty much taking a chance on myself, know the game and being able to teach. And, one of my coaches always tell me the best, Marvin, what do you have to worry about? They don't know more basketball than you. Whatever it is, they're going to be learning from you regardless. And the other aspect, and I'm gonna be honest, I don't really like the idea of taking, these young guys' eligibility away. But then you think about it, it's a choice that they have to make. Nobody is saying, listen, you have to do this. And it's a choice that they're going to make regardless. And, they're able to start their career. And college is going nowhere. They start their career early and make whatever money that they're going to make. And they still have the opportunity to go to school and get their degree. There's adults that are going back now to get their degree. There's guys who are in the NBA that once they retire or during the course of them playing in the NBA, they're still going back to school. Those guys that leave early. So this is just another avenue for those guys who don't, who doesn't have the grades. And, let's put it like this. If not this, what's the answer for those guys who don't have the grades to get into these prestigious universities and colleges? What do they do, being that they love this game? And so that's a dilemma, that I was having with this. And it's always an opportunity for me to help out, these guys. And it definitely wasn't about the money. It's traveling, meeting new people, coaching new guys, continuing, resume builder, whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? But we all have a common goal, and that's to help these guys move on, help LeVar and Allen with the league that they started, And, we on the ground level, we're all learning pretty much on the fly, and it's a great journey thus far, And, we as coaches have a lot of input, as far as how this league is going to be, is being formulated right now, and that's the great thing that, we're on the ground level, and, we're still shaping up the league, and I think it's going to, I think that as of right now, this league hasn't blown up yet, because people are a little skeptical. It's something new. Is it going to last? Is it going to fold? We don't know what's going to happen. Do they have the money? Do they have the sponsorship? The donors to get the job done? And nobody knows. But we all have the confidence. We all have, that confidence that is going to happen. And I believe that we're definitely going to get through this year. We're definitely going to get through next year. And there's going to be better players and more players that want to come into this league, being that we would have had a finished product. We went through this entire season. And, it's for me, it was taking a chance. It's a crapshoot. But I'm down, I'm in. I'm with it.
Yeah, now.
I would say too, even for a lot of the folks in the staff, I guess it's taking a chance. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
I think that everybody kind of sees where this could go, the vision, and it's a mix of realizing that these young dudes need some guidance, and you could be a part of that. But then also this could be huge, and you could be a part of history and all of this stuff that's being happened. Because like you both said, nobody was going to do this, and this probably won't ever happen again. You know what I mean? So it's
if this blows up, there's no need for it to happen again.
Yeah, you're right. Facts. Yep.
Well,
nobody else try it again.
There's no
even get close to
there's no other NBA.
Yeah.
The NBA created a minor league. The G League. Now, first the D League.
Yeah.
Now they have the G League. Then they created the WNBA before that.
Yeah.
So that's one platform. You know what I mean? CBA is gone. The ABA. I don't even know if the ABA. They still have other little minor stuff, but nothing that's for 17 to 20 year olds. If they have another league that wants to compete, all right, cool. But this will be the staple. This will be the grandfather. We will be grandfathered in. As far as this age level, and what we're doing. Yeah. But then look at you. You could be interviewing Jello and Mello, LeVar, Allen, but you're here with little old New York coaches.
Definitely. I mean, it's like you said, I was joking with my best friend Mike, and he was like, bro, you gotta look at this like living color. I don't know if it was like the first of its time, and all of those people went off to do big things.
Big time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm sure they all was doing
down to
that,
the
promoting
dances.
with each other, supporting each other.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's the way it go. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, we all in this together. We all trying to get to the pinnacle. We all trying to get to the next level. So, you know what I mean? I've seen great camaraderie between coaches, the media. You know, anytime I call anybody, I need something. Y'all want to post on Insta? You know, they hit me right back. You know, people have been posting my stuff on JBA. Like that's what I came for. Yeah, I mean, I came, you know, to be around other, to be honest, black entrepreneurs. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's probably the biggest reason. You know what I mean? Just seeing the bar, and I got 2 sons. I know how much I'm invested in them, so I look at him like, you know what I mean? Like, that's gonna be me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? A few years, I'm gonna be the crazy one. Everybody like, man, leave this kid alone, man. He gonna go crazy over them. You know what I'm saying? Because I love my boys that much. I want them to get to the league. You know what I mean? Like, he's just a driven father. That's all I see in the guy. I don't even see a businessman. I see Allen as that. You know what I mean? Like, I just see a guy who just a driven father who, in my opinion, he made this league for his sons to have alternative, you know, things to do. And in that process, he said, you know what? Let me help out another 60-some kids. You know what I'm saying? And now, it's probably like a transition for him. He's like, man, what can I do now to help 200 kids? You know what I mean? And he's just gonna continue to do what he do. I don't see losing in him. You know what I mean? He's like the type of person.
I would tell you this, the interesting part is, like, a lot of people think like they created this for his kids, but that wasn't even, it really started with other kids first, and then his kids, Melo was like, why don't I just play in your league? But like, he wasn't even supposed to play in this at first. It was overseas, and then they were like, he was like, if we got a league, it don't make sense. Why would I be the face of somebody else's team?
You're not playing nowhere. You're going to be like,
And then LeVar was like, you're right. Like, come on, sign up. Yeah.
Nah, that's big. That's real big.
Yeah. So.
Nah, I definitely love what he's doing. You know, he may come off, you know, a little wrong in people's eyes. You know, but there's a plan. There's a message behind it. You know, he has a plan. He's a very, very intelligent guy.
Meticulous. You do it the right way, man. I love the way he always, you know, showing love. You know what I mean? For me, when I was in college, and I guess it's a credit to why a lot of people still love me and still, you know, celebrate me and still support me, because I've shaken every hand that come next to me. I'm signing whatever anybody get me. You know what I mean? Like that, you know, that part, that's not every celebrity. You know, that everybody ain't taking pictures with everybody. They ain't giving you 2 minutes of their time. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, I gotta go. Like, he never like that. You know what I'm saying? I know he be tired. I know his back hurt sitting in the, you know what I'm saying? Like, he getting on every flight, making every game. Like, that shit mean something. You know, it really means something. Like, I'm proud to be, you know, under the umbrella.
Yeah,
Definitely.
for sure. Cool, man. We approaching a cool little hour here. You know what I'm saying? So, is there anything?
They've been wilding out. You know what I'm saying?
So,
we didn't get a chance to.
That's what we could do, man. We'll go to some of these comments here, shout some of these folks out for sticking around and tuning in, and then see what they got some questions for y'all, and then we'll wrap it up. Get some. All right, let's see. I got it, folks. All right, so we got. I always throw these shout outs first. You know what I'm saying? This. Sebastian in here first. He was here earlier today. Always around. Truth Kill. Chill Kid, what's up? Red Bass, what's up? DJ the Antagonist, what's up? What's up? Texas Baseball News. Scorpion 9 XXXX, what's up?
Okay.
EC, what's up? Menem is missing 86, what's up? Some people had these names. I already, everybody know I'm gonna mispronounce it, so I apologize. Luis Campos, what's up? Shoebox Money, he always around. Let's give some money. All right. Nathan, East 19XX, what's up? All that. Zal Haynes. It's some folks. It's pretty late too, so people will. Tomorrow, everybody will tune in. Yeah. All right. America needs more like this. That's what they said. They need more like
America
y'all.
Needs what?
More like this. You know what I'm saying? See.
Appreciate it.
All right, let's see, man. You got any questions? There's too many comments right now. Our national players or a Euro team, JBA. There will be a Euro team or like a how do y'all feel about that? This like JBA international team potentially.
Yeah, that is, and that's I think that's what it's about. Like, you know, and that's what they want to drive, and that's the plan. That's the selling point, you know, to the kids. And you know, when it happens, you will look at LeVar and Allen and say, okay, you did your part. Yeah. You know, you didn't just take these guys from their college eligibility for 2 months and then did nothing. You gave them a shot. You gave them an opportunity, you know, to be a part of this Euro, you know, traveling team.
Yeah.
You know.
And another thing I think is once you start allowing, you know, international play, you get international news, you get international media. You know, that can only help these guys who can play over there. Because I tell you this much, I went to Lebanon without a contract. I went to try out, and they never let me leave that gym. If you're good, you're gonna play basketball. That's why I tell a lot of guys, just take care of your end on the basketball floor. I'll make the calls, he'll make the calls, LeVar make the calls, Allen will make, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you're good enough, we'll make the calls and make sure that you get a look. So, you know, bringing that Euro side to this, man, I know guys who are American who moved to Spain and moved to Italy just to be agents because they make tons of money just, that's it. Hey, yeah, I get them there. You got a passport. All right, cool. 30% commission. You know what I mean? Like, there's players flying back and forth all the time. Like, I was on teams where, you know what I mean, made about 4 or 5 changes throughout the year. And it's just the way it is. You know what I mean? It's a business, you know. It's cutthroat sometimes, but it's also fulfilling if you love the game back just as much as you can.
Straight up. I think, like you said, that's a selling point. Once that goes down, that's going to be epic.
Even mainstream media in America can't ignore that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you can't ignore it. Yeah. It's an international league now. It's not just the American league when that happens.
I would say, too, one of the things that I'm anticipating happening and being in like a paradigm shift that this league starts is with like challenging the eligibility NCAA wise, because I think you got to ask the question, like, for the kids who don't go play in that like international thing, right? If you play basketball for 2 months over the summer, you made a cool $9,000 plus dollars, and then them to say like you can't be eligible, like it doesn't interfere with any of your like NCAA time or any, you know what I mean? Like, and for them to then make you ineligible, I can see like that being challenged, where it's basically a summer job almost. So you got a summer job playing basketball, and now you can't like go get an education. Like at some point, that shouldn't make sense to people.
But I think the envelope's getting pushed for college players to get paid soon anyway. And then once that happens, what anybody gonna say about the JBA?
Exactly. Yeah.
You can't say nothing about the JBA if you're paying college players. So it's all about time, but it's also about who's willing to shake the gate. Who's gonna shake that gate until things start falling and people start changing things. And that's who LeVar is. Yeah, he's the guy. He's not with the norms. Yeah. You know what I mean? He's not with the regular things that I want to have a league. Yeah. Nobody believed it. Everybody thought he was told blowing smoke. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He's just making it happen. Yeah. Just making it happen. You know, the best 2 turnouts in my opinion was LA and New York. And if you can get those 2 markets, you can do anything. Facts. You can do anything. Yeah. You got those 2 markets, that's it. You'll be fine. Because everybody else will come along. Yeah. Everybody else, he ain't in Florida yet, but he get there. Yeah. You know what I mean? Get an Ohio trip. You know, the Texas, when we went to Houston, it was decent. You know what I mean? You get the real basketball towns and cities and everything to take care of itself.
Yeah, definitely. Little, like I said, it's a learning process. You know, all areas of this league. You know, and we're getting better. You know, as it goes. You know. Definitely as far as, filling up the seats, the talent, the level of play, all these things, organization, all these things are getting better as we go.
Yeah, I will say that it's one thing I always bring up as an example. From the first game to the second game, on opening night, even the production got better. The first game, we didn't have they forgot to have the game clock on the screen, so everybody who's watching is like,
what's the score?
What's the score? How much time is left in the game? So as we're commentating, we're having to say it's 4 minutes left in the game, 2 minutes, the shot clock. You know what I mean?
It gets better.
And then the next game, there's a scoreboard there, a shot clock, and you know what I mean?
The game clock.
Yeah. And then every game, in the last couple of games, we've been doing the in the huddle with the coaches, getting the sound bites and stuff. You know what I mean?
I hope people appreciate that progression, though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it's when you're watching it develop, it should be better. It should feel good. You know what I'm saying? Last game, the dancers look whack.
Yeah.
Now they all same color. It's more dancers. You know what I'm saying? You can see that. The production wise, you guys are moving.
It's coming. And then so that to me, I think people on the outside question whether or not it's going to continue, but by the time the finished product is out here, at the end of the season, there's no way I feel that it's not coming back another round. You know what I mean? So it's interesting.
Yeah. A lot to look forward to. Yeah. A lot to look forward to. Playoff time is going to be special because Big Baller Brand got an amazing following out here in California. Yeah. I literally see people with their shirts on everywhere. I know their sites are sold out. It gotta be. There's too much Big Baller Brand stuff out here in California. So for the playoffs to be here, it's gonna be lit. It's gonna be a game that's gonna be 12,000 people.
We definitely gotta talk to LeVar now about bringing that Triple B over to these.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I was talking to a guy that runs a huge tournament down here in New York, Tri-State Classic. It's got some of the best young talent in New York, and he was like, if he wants to come put a band up here, hell yeah. You know what I mean? That's some people wish they could work with LeVar.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I don't know if he thinks that mainstream got something. They don't care nothing about all that. Yeah. Some people would wish to be. Work with him and, push the agendas forward, you know what I mean, for both of their brands, you know what I mean, because people know he's a winner. Yeah. And, he's not going to take no for an answer.
Exactly.
You mean, you in the room with that guy, you know what I mean, you feel confident.
Yeah.
Something going to come out.
I think that's the biggest takeaway that I have from, their movement. And even while I started talking about it on my little bit of platform, it's there's no such thing as a closed door for them. You know what I mean? If you don't want him to play, we'll go find another team. If we can't find another team, we'll start a league. If we can't get, you know what I mean? There's no such thing as a closed door. the school, we waiting on college. We don't need it. We'll do. You know what I mean? We got our own money. We'll do this. Sponsor, no sponsor. We're gonna get it done. You know what I mean?
Jello don't play the whole year in UCLA. He's still not getting drafted. Yeah. He's scarred forever. You know what I mean? That's probably the best thing to do is to get him out of there. You know what I mean? It's why sit for a whole year and not play basketball for a whole year? Yeah. I transferred from Duquesne to CMO, like I told you, and that 1 year, I felt like it killed my body. I didn't jump as fast. I didn't run as fast. You know what I mean? Jump as high. You can't take that much time away from basketball. That's why I'm glad this league is here, so the guys will be able to get their reps.
Straight up, man. All right, so last questions. Anybody got? Let's see. I feel like just everybody just seemed like they just excited to be just listening. Somebody says, I believe y'all have a great player who will make the international team in Calvin Brown.
Nice. Nice.
Versatile guy.
Yeah.
Will there be a all-star game or dunk contest? Is there anybody? Do y'all have anybody on y'all team who might participate in the dunk contest?
No.
I say Jameer. My God, Jameer, he surprises me sometimes. You know what I mean? He might throw a windmill out there. You know, you never know when a guy's hype. You know, like he might start throwing it up, be on Steve Francis.
That's
you know what I mean?
man,
You don't know,
the rim clapper.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I was singing his praises, coach, because like when he do something to our team when he getting out on the break and he trying to dunk on people, like I'm telling you, guys get hyped. You know what I mean? Like guys who don't say nothing.
I've never seen a competitor like that. You know,
skinny.
And he knows. He knows his ability. You know, he knows what he can do, what he can't do, and he's not going to try to do something that he can't do. But when I tell him that he's a rim clapper,
he's gonna try to dunk.
He shows me that he's not.
Yeah, he's gonna go up there. He's gonna try to put it down hard. Like he got hard, man. For 160 pounds, that dude got some heart. He crashing the guys like. He trying to go dunk.
We have a few guys that can dunk. That jumps high. Yeah. But I don't know if they can give you the flair. You know, I don't know
the sauce.
You know,
Houston got some guys.
Calvin,
that boy get you out your seat.
The person spoke about Calvin Brown. Calvin Brown gets something. Yeah. I don't know if he's doing windmills and 360s and, you know, throwing the ball.
I don't know if he got no flair, too.
Putting the ball, you know, wrapping around his waist. I don't know, man. You know, he could surprise us.
Yeah.
You know, he could surprise us.
That might be a great experience, though, that All-Star weekend.
In Chicago.
There are some athletic dudes in this league.
Yes.
At one of the workouts today, one of the guys double crossed over, got by the defense, and just went up from like the dotted line and just windmilled and threw it down.
Yeah. Some of these guys, like,
I was watching the drill that y'all were doing yesterday, where you had them like go by you and you had to finish.
Oh
and,
man, yeah, I saw you get some of that footage.
I feel like,
boy, they got some high flyers, boy.
Like that's the thing, when I bring the camera out, everybody start wanting to dunk.
Yeah.
Which is works sometimes. Sometimes nobody can make it. You know what I mean? It's like they're doing way too much. But yesterday, everybody
they're putting it away from you, bringing it here. I was like, what the?
Yeah.
Got to these kids, man. That's the end of the workout too.
Yeah.
What's the kid name from Houston?
Oh God,
Lovelace.
Yeah. Oh my God, that kid. He got like springs in his legs, man. He got to work on his, because if he got some more game to go with that, that's Showtime athleticism.
Yeah.
That's like people pay money to come see you dunk on people.
Yeah.
Like they will pay their ticket and just wait until it happens. Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
One dunk a game. That's all they need to see is you just fly
money's
through the
worth.
air.
Yeah.
Man, he's athletic. Super.
But an avenue for a guy like that he can explore is Harlem Globetrotters, Harlem Wizards, you know, something in that aspect. It's always.
I played a tour with the Harlem Wizards too.
It's always something.
I got a chance to talk about that. Yeah, after jail, I wanted to stay in shape. I did a tour with them.
The Harlem Wizards showed me some love too.
Yeah, Rudy, my guy Rudy.
Rudy?
Yeah,
that's the Magic Masters.
Yeah.
But Eric Jones, you know, and Jamel Thompson, you know, those guys with the Harlem Wizards, they, you know, travel around just like the Harlem Globetrotters.
Yeah. They took us tons of places, man. Kept me in the basketball, kept me around the ball.
There's always an avenue, you know, for these guys to explore and stay in the game. You know, that's huge too, and you know, and that's on display as well. You know, that the NBA and overseas, you know, the G League. That's not the end all be all. You know, you can still find your niche and make a whole lot of money.
You know, Brawley Chisholm.
That's my guy.
I went to prep school with him.
That's my guy.
B Chiz, man. I used to tell him this in high school. He do everything with the ball.
Oh my goodness.
Slim build, couldn't really shoot,
slim.
but he do everything with the ball. I used to be like, yo, you gonna play for the Globetrotters, bro? We were like 17, 18 in Mississippi in prep school.
If you check my Instagram, he came, you know, to my camp and put on the show for him. He played together in Nike Pro City. You know,
his father
went to college.
His father be doing the commentating. Yeah, that's my guy. Yo, I'm telling you, Harlem Globetrotters, people sleep, man. He's been to every country you can name, man. Everywhere.
The Globetrotters told me that they would, you know, they were getting Broly, and I was like, he's perfect.
Yeah.
Because at that time, you say he couldn't shoot in prep school, lights out. By the time he was in college, I think he went to Chicago
Now he's
State.
throwing it. Yeah, I seen him. He
Ball State.
one hand, half court. Yeah.
His shot was, it was a confidence, you know. When we were playing together, I would talk to him, whatever the case is, and he's just, we played that year with Tim, with Hedrick and Chutney Gray, and those guys were, and Jerry McCullough was one of the assistants, and the legendary Mr. Couch, but Broly was underneath all of us, and when he got in the game, it was, son, shoot the ball. Like, you could shoot. And he would go on spurts where he wasn't missing. It's fast. Oh, his handle was quick. But he was perfect for the Harlem Globetrotters.
Always got a smile on. I love the crowd.
I think the Harlem Globetrotters won more than he did. And that's big. A guy like him, goodness, respectful, professional, articulate, very articulate. That runs with the family. You hear Big Bro on the mic.
Love his father, man.
Oh man,
it's the guy we told about. His father does the commentating for Pro City. So he's one of them guys that, man, you come to the game sometimes just to hear him commentate, man.
He's one of those guys that should be with you and Brandon, with Marvin and
entertainer, man.
Was Jeff Van Gundy and Mark Jackson.
Entertainment. You ever get a chance, go on YouTube and go look at a Baruch College Pro City game, man. This guy will have the whole gym laughing, man, for the whole game. Yeah, he's sick entertainer. Yeah. But that's where he wants to stay. He doesn't, you know what I mean? Like, he enjoys that.
That's his thing.
Yeah, that's his thing. You got here friends and family and make everybody feel good. You know what I mean? Everybody smiling here. And that's how his son is. Like, I seen him on NBA TV like 2 months ago doing something with Shaq. I was like, whoa, this dude's doing everything, and everybody told him, man, get out of don't do the gold shot. Man, he is. I know his savings is good. I know he's living a good life. Man, I'm serious. I know
one of the headliners, Cheese Chisholm.
Yeah.
Straight up. All right, let me see what else. The last one here. The next game is the 12th. Do y'all play?
No.
We're
going on the 17th in Fairfax, Virginia.
Okay, all right.
Seattle.
Yeah.
All right. That's gonna be a good game.
Man, that's gonna be a good one. They 1-3. They gonna try to win. We not having it. I see they practicing hard, man. I don't blame them.
And they got a new guard.
Yeah.
Point guard.
Very athletic.
Yeah. You might have another one too. You might have another one.
Oh yeah, definitely. He was one of the dudes, the new guards, one of the guys who
put it away in it. Like
he's doing.
No, he looks really good. So that they're gonna have a little
team changes.
Little face change.
Yeah, they team changes. We know that from our team, man. Get a good guard, man. Change everything.
Straight up. All right. Do y'all want to shout out y'all socials and all your stuff one more time?
Yeah, the real Stix Mitchell. Stix with an X. And you can find me on the YouTube, Moves for Days, MOVES, the number 4, DAYZ.
Nice. I'm one of those guys that really wasn't good enough to have a name. So my name is Marvin McCullough on Facebook. But my name is AH_Marv on Instagram. Marv_McCullough on Twitter. I'm one of those guys that really didn't like names. I was just a general. I didn't have Stix. No, I'm lying. Few nicknames, but
straight up.
Young Gunner. They called me Mr. McCullough.
That was probably uptown. I know that was uptown. I know that was
Mr.
uptown.
McCullough. That's pretty much it. That's my guy. Nah, Broly gave me the nickname the Young Gun. You know, and that's what AG calls me too. So, but EJ calls me Mr. McCullough, and Joe Pope, same thing. And last one, my boy Jose, same thing, Mr. McCullough.
Man, that's the crew, man. I don't know, man. New York got so many talented people, you know. It's crazy to talk all day about that, man, back home. But definitely appreciate the interview, man.
Straight up, man. I appreciate y'all chilling.
Thanks.
Appreciate
I really
y'all
wasn't
stopping.
expecting this.
Yeah,
This is
definitely,
good.
man. Coach came on the whim, man. Just made it work.
Straight up, man. All right, y'all. We finna get out of here, man. I appreciate y'all for hanging out and watching, you know, and especially if you watch the whole hour. Come back, you know what I'm saying? I do have some merch that I'm probably going to give away. So if you stuck around to the end of this video, you know you got the heads up on it. You know what I'm saying? Some exclusive JBA stuff, you know what I mean? I got stashed away. I've been waiting. So
If you don't want it, I'm sure going to take it.
there you go. All
Quiet, don't tell your friends.
No, tell everybody, man. Nah. All right, y'all. So, man, we out of here, man. Shemaine, man. Be the hero. We out. Peace.
Peace.
Peace.